The best ever!
As a Poke fanatic, my favorite glitch is Missing No from the original Pokemon games. You fly to Cinnabar Island, then start surfing along the edge, and you will find this Pokemon unlike anything you've ever seen before. What is this thing? This is not a Pokemon. This was not in the show. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. None of my friends knew how to find Missing No, except for me. So I would tell them these long, elaborate ways to find Missing No, and then whenever they say, oh, I couldn't find him, oh, you were doing it wrong, you were really supposed to do this, this, and this. I was a real jerk, but everyone wanted to see what this thing was. If you defeat this thing, the 9th item in your slot will be multiplied by infinity. I got infinite Master Balls, infinite rare candies, and I went and caught everything, and they all became level 100, and I completed that Pokedex in no time at all. Except for Mew. Never learned how to do the Mew glitch.
The best glitch I've ever actually used comes from my favorite video game of all time, Final Fantasy VI. And it's the Vanish X Zone glitch, which if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. X Zone is this spell that will instantly kill every enemy on the screen, but has a very small success rate. However, if you cast the spell Vanish on them, for some reason, it makes any sort of instant death spell like 100% success rate. So and they had a lot of instant death spells. They also had Doom, they also had Quake, but I like using X Zone because it just did like that weird. So if you're fighting any sort of boss or really tough monster or anything like that, you cast Vanish on them, and then you cast X Zone, and you win. What's great about this glitch is that this glitch has a glitch. In the world of Ruin, when you're flying around in the airship, sometimes the Doom Gaze will pop out. You have to fight the Doom Gaze on your airship. When you kill the Doom Gaze, you get the Bahamut Magicite, one of the best Magicites you could possibly get in the game. However, if you cast Vanish on Doom Gaze and then X Zone, he doesn't give you the Magicite. So if you use that glitch throughout and you cast that on him, you just won't get some of the best magic in the game possible because you're a cheater. Of course I did this, but I did have multiple saves.
When I first got my Xbox 360, there was one game that I knew I just had to get, and it was Grand Theft Auto 4. I love free roaming games. I love driving around and doing things with absolutely no real life consequence. And I've always wanted to go to New York City, so it was kind of like all those things in one game. So my friends and I are playing this game, we're playing it online, 16 players, we're having a blast. And this one guy just drives up to me in a car and slams on the brakes and parks next to me. He's like, hey, get in the car. In any other situation, this would have been a really bad idea, but it's a video game, so it's okay. So I got in the car. And he drives me to this playground. And he says, stay in the car. In any other situation, this would have been a really bad idea, but it's a video game, so it's okay. So I stayed in the car, and he starts backing up into the swing set. We were hurtling at 1,000 miles an hour over buildings, doing somersaults in this car. Through the air, we landed on some random pedestrian sitting on a bench. And I had no idea what had just happened. But the car was completely totaled. The wheels were bent in like 45-degree angles. There was no reason this thing should have been drivable, but it was. And it was hilarious. So we did it again, and again, and again. I still do it to this day. I still do it, just because it's like one of the most entertaining things about the game. The more I think about it though, I'm almost wondering if it's even technically a glitch, because I mean, somebody had to program that in there. Somebody at Rockstar must have been like, nobody's gonna discover that if you take a car and drive it into the back of a swing set, it's gonna launch you across the city. But if they do, oh boy, they're in for a surprise. I love Rockstar, but that's not what I think of anybody at Rockstar.